Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at something a lot of people love. Is it chocolate, or is it Azul, or is it Azul Master Chocolatier? Now, Azul, which came out several years ago, one of the most popular games that come out in the last decade by a mile. This has been done really well. It has had 3 sequels, and none of them have done nearly as well as Azul. And some people like them better, some people don't. This one, the base game about tiling, just very, very popular. So this is the first Azul to come out that is essentially the same game, to the point where I'm not even going to tell you how to play this. We'll have a link in the description if you want to go see my Azul review to see how you play Azul. This one's the same thing. I'm just showing you the components because this one's chocolate, not real chocolate, but made to look like chocolate. This one's tiles, and this has a small mini variant in it that makes it slightly different. Let's take a look. So we're going to take a look here at first the components of this game, and then we'll talk about the slight change that they added to this game, the variant for it. So the tiles here, chocolate tiles. And for some reason, Azul always likes to make a couple of their pieces like just straight colors. That's fine. I always thought that was kind of odd. Like they have the chance to put these cool symbols on them. But these are the 5 different things. And yeah, they look a little chocolatey. They're pretty much the same. Here's the original tiles from the game. I think overall, I really like the motif of the original Azul better. I just think that the whole little tiles looks better than the chocolate. But other than that, the board, here's the original Azul board. The board looks pretty much the exact same. Here's the original Azul bag. Here's the new chocolate bag. So there's really a lot of similarity between them. It plays exactly the same as Azul, but there is a variant that you can add with the different tiles called the special factories. So when you play with the special factories, you'll shuffle the factory displays here, and then you'll put a certain number out based on how many people you're playing with. And you're going to flip them to the other side, equal to the number of players. So I actually played with all of them to try them out, but you would just play with a few of them. However, each of these will do something different. So the way these work, when they show one of the types of chocolate, so you can see this one shows the white, this shows the brown, and there's one for each of the 5 different colors. So you will take one from each adjacent side and put them, they'll like suck it in. So if this one's here and this was here, this would pull one white off this one, and if there was white over here, it would pull one off that one, which just means there might be more tiles on this one in particular. Then this one here, you just put an extra tile there in general. There will be 5 tiles there rather than 4. Then we got this one, which is interesting. This is more, there's 3 that are interesting. This one here, when you take tiles off this factory, so let's say these 4 tiles are here, and I take the 2 blues, the rest stay on. They don't go into the middle. And then this one, when you take the tiles off this, instead of them going to the middle, they go to the left or the right. You split them up. They'll move to the factories next to them. And then by far the most interesting one here is this one. When you take the tiles off this one, you will put this in front next to your board. And then when you have a tile that you need to take that's worth negative points, you put your first one here, and so you take no negative points from that, instead getting 0. That's it. That's the variant. Okay, obviously if you own Azul, you don't need to get this. You only need to get this if you want a copy of Azul and you don't have one and I like the chocolate theme better. But man, if you look at the sides of these boxes, which the new one seems, no, they're the same size. It was an optical illusion. But if you look at them, I think this one looks cooler on the shelf. This chocolate one doesn't look that cool. But maybe you know someone who likes chocolate. But even the front of it's not that exciting. I don't know. I mean, I'm all for Azul trying different themes. That's fine. But I'm kind of meh on it. Yeah, on the look of this one compared to the original. Also, the variant, it's fine, but it's not that fantastic. A couple of the tiles are more interesting. That 0 is interesting, although in Azul, saving yourself a negative point or 2 isn't that big of a deal. and all it means is if I need blues and they happen to be on that one, I'll pick it. I think that the variant here is interesting. It changes setup a little bit, but it doesn't actually feel like it changes gameplay much at all. So again, you might like the chocolate theme better. I'm still giving this a 7 because Azul's a fantastic game. This is a fine version of it. It's a chocolate version of it. Again, made to look like chocolate. And some people are going to like that better. And the variant's not bad. I just don't think it's all that in a bag of chips. But if I'm picking one of these from my collection, I'm going to keep the original one, or I would get the original one. This one's only if you want a slightly different theme. You do not need both, but still a very solid game inside the box here. So that's Azul. I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.